I'm here today at Premier Technical Services Group, better known as PTSG, to sit down with the company's Chief Executive, Greg Ward. For those unfamiliar, PTSG is one of the UK's most dynamic and fastest growing specialist service providers, a business that's built an impressive reputation across the built environment for its reliability, professionalism and ability to deliver at scale. From fire safety and electrical compliance to high-level access and building fabric maintenance, PTSG operates across 5 highly specialised divisions, often working behind the scenes to keep some of the UK's most complex buildings, assets and infrastructure both safe and operational. But what really makes PTSG stand out is its combination of technical expertise, national reach and a culture built on doing things properly. So what does the future look like for this industry leader? And what can project managers, infrastructure leaders, building owners, managers and clients alike learn from the way PTSG operates? Let's find out. Hi Greg, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks
I'm just
for
going to
having me.
jump straight into the questions now, if that's okay. Your career has spanned diverse sectors, from manufacturing and construction to security and FM. How has your experience in these different industries informed your approach to leadership within the complex world of FM?
I think for me, I've worked in so many different diverse businesses, large businesses, whether it's construction or, like you say, manufacturing, security. But all these businesses have one thing in common: it's people, and people are the assets. So for me, it's around how we treat the people, how we develop the people, because that's the big difference. So how we lead from the very beginning on their careers is the same for me. I started as an apprentice, so coming all the way through the ranks, and just seeing how you get the best out of people, because as long as you treat everyone with the same values, you can treat them, you can talk to them differently. Everybody responds in a different way. But actually, for me, it is all about making sure you look after your assets, and your number one asset in any kind of these business, especially FM, is your people.
Okay, can you please tell me about PTSG, what you do, how you do it and where you do it?
Yeah, sure. I mean, mainly we're a compliance business, so we keep people safe, we keep them legal. So we have 5 sectors really, how we manage our business. So we have a fire division, we have a water division, we have a working from height division, we have a building access and an access control division. And that anything that's compliance, that's regulatory, we do and we deliver. We have about 170 service lines that we deliver on. PTSG was founded in 2007. It's had absolute phenomenal growth. Probably the leading for all them 5 sectors in the country. Mainly based in the UK. We're now operational in Holland with flame control, which is an exciting acquisition that we made last year. And there's about over 3,000 technicians, and we're probably experiencing around 20-25% growth year on year.
Okay, perfect. Another question, what makes you different?
I think what makes us different is we can look after your whole building or your whole asset or your whole estate. So whether it's from PAT testing to lightning protection to any kind of working from at height, PTSG can deliver that. So I think what makes us, we really are the one-stop shop for compliance in the industry.
Brilliant, thank you. Moving on then, you've got a really strong track record of scaling operations and driving large-scale change. Could you share with me an example of a major project or business expansion that you've led, and give me details about the key decisions you've made to achieve success and enhance the service delivery for your clients?
Oh, like I say, I mean, look, we've done a lot over the years, and I think whether it was from my 4 days or working through to running Heathrow Airport, Heathrow Airport would be a great example of when I turned up at Heathrow, the whole place run on perception. So people at the times, it's all over the newspapers, were complaining about hours queues, whether they were an hour queue or whether they're not. But I'm one of these people is if you give me perception, I will go away and measure it. So I think what really changed Heathrow Airport was everything got measured. And what gets measured gets done, is the way I look at things. And I think I've took that approach to near enough every single project I've ever had. So I always go from, right, what's the perception, what we're trying to achieve, let's go and measure it and let's plan, and then let's deliver. So getting that early stages, I'm a Lean Six Sigma black belt, so define, measure, analyse, improve, control. So I'm a bit of a data freak, and that's how I always get into it. So I think every single project we've done, whether it was Heathrow, the building of Terminal 5, moving Terminal 5 over, when I was working in Dubai in the Middle East, we grew TransGuard into the biggest FM provider in the Middle East. Everything was done by absolutely great planning, using the data, and literally then taking that plan and driving it forward.
Perfect, thank you. In a service-oriented industry like facilities management, what are your core principles for cultivating a high-performing team, and how do you ensure that team success directly translates to outstanding service for the clients?
I think earlier to your first question, I treat everybody with the same respect. Obviously, everybody talk to everybody slightly differently. Depends on what gets the best out of people. But for me, one of my big passions: let's not lie. Let's deal with it. Don't take us down the road. Then it's too late to come back from. So if you've got a problem, highlight it. Let's work it out. Let's deliver it together. So it's quite simple for me, really. Again, it goes back down to probably more because it's people business. It's all the way down to the respect of everybody who works for you, and treat them like it. And everyone has to have their voice. I don't care what background you come from. Everybody's equal. Everybody has a voice. There's no silly questions. That's normally how you solve the problems.
Brilliant, thank you. Beginning your career as an apprentice, that would have given you hands-on experience at the ground level. Can you just tell me how that early journey, particularly in operations, has shaped your perspective as a leader in this industry, and how do you apply those lessons to support your frontline teams today?
I think it gives me a massive advantage. You won't hear many people saying that when they've come up from an apprentice, but to me it does. Take joining PTSG. There isn't a role in PTSG that I wouldn't have done in my career before, or I wouldn't have procured it. I've procured it. So the services that get delivered, I've done, or I have a very good understanding of how they're done. Yeah. So I think when I speak to the front line, or when I speak to the technicians there, you've got a different kind of rapport, because I'm not straight out of university. I'm talking from someone who's done it. I think that builds a bond with the guys. I can also understand their pain points, where they get frustrated. I also can understand where they're, let's say, they can take advantage. So I think it gives me a much better position when I'm dealing with the front line, and that's gone from every industry I've been in. So, but again, it goes back to respect as well, because I treat everybody the same. So, yeah, I suppose the biggest one for me is literally I've done the jobs as well.
Yeah, brilliant, thank you. As CEO of PTSG, you're focused on shaping and protecting the group's strong culture. In the FM sector, which often involves rapid growth and the integration of new technologies, what would you say are the most significant challenges that you face in maintaining a cohesive and positive culture?
Talent. Okay. I think there's a big thing at the moment. There's not enough talent. We're going to open an operational excellence centre, and to me that's key for us to do. One is to keep the talent and develop talent, and two, attract the talent in. We deliver 170 different service lines, so there's lots of different sections. But for me, the real key thing is actually, and I think it's a issue in the whole market at the moment. Don't want to get political, but the government wants to build 1.5 million houses. But where's the talent to build them houses? Where have they trained the people to do that? Yeah. And actually attracting the youngsters into the FM business, the ladies, the guys. At the moment, I don't think the attraction's there. So I think a lot more work has to be done, and we are doing a lot of work at PTSG to actually attract the right people into the role so they can build their careers for the future.
Fabulous, thank you. Your vision for PTSG includes unlocking new opportunities for innovation and expansion. What emerging technologies do you see as having the most significant impact on facilities management? And what is your strategy for leveraging these innovations to expand PTSG's presence in both the UK and internationally?
I suppose it's always technology. I mean, you're going to get that answer. We get that answer everywhere. AI, it's amazing what AI can do now. We're doing, things like in our water business, we're doing remote monitoring. It's fitted all around our head office where we sit now. Yeah. And it's fantastic because I don't have to send engineers there. Someone's monitoring it from a desk. The customer can monitor it from their PC or their phone. So, then you start talking about you're cutting carbon, you're doing the right things for the environment. At the same time, the FM off that building is in total control of what they're doing. So again, it's technology, and it's just using them advancements to help with operation. There's lots of advancements already out there. There's lots of technology. I think the really key thing is how you take technology to solve your operational issues. And that's what we're trying to do at PTSG.
Okay, fabulous. We've come to the very last question now. So finally, could you just tell me what the best thing about PTSG is, in your words?
Really simple, the people.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to me.
No, thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Greg Ward for his time today. It's clear that PTSG is a true colossus in building compliance, providing specialist services that keep workplaces safe, operational and fully compliant for organisations across virtually every sector. With over 3,000 highly trained professionals and a footprint that covers every corner of the UK, PTSG delivers wherever and whenever its clients need it, with a level of care, precision and partnership that's rare in this industry. Under Greg Ward's leadership, the company is entering an exciting new chapter of growth and innovation. Its recent past has been remarkable, but by the sound of it, the future promises to be nothing short of superb. It's easy to see why facilities management organisations continue to turn to PTSG as their partner of choice for all their building compliance needs.